Well, that was good. Another kind of unexpectedly cold night. A little colder than I anticipated. It was projected to be like low 40s or so, but felt a little colder than that. And I just realized I left a base layer on the top, so that's gonna warm up pretty fast. Probably have to strip down, but whatever. I'll figure it out later on. But yeah, today's plan pretty. I think this is the day that I wanted yesterday. Kind of a relaxing, more relaxing day. So just over 7 miles total or whatnot. The ascent looks like less than 2,000, maybe just about 2,000 feet or so. So not too bad. But yeah, the plan is to go from Low Gap Shelter, which is where I camped last night, and then go to Blue Ridge Shelter, which sounds like a nice place, right? So, but yeah, so that's not too far, and that's actually not too far from Unicoi Gap, which I've heard of before. I'm like, what is this Unicoi? It sounds like unicorn. I've seen these stickers and whatnot, but that is a popular gap to get off to go to Hiawassee traditionally, or Helen. I've heard good things about Helen. I've heard it's well, good and bad. It's touristy, which means expensive. But they got sort of like a Bavarian, I don't know, German themed town, or is touristy, right? But it sounds like they got good food and beer, so that might be my first, what they call 0 day, which is where you do 0 miles, right? Or maybe a Nero day or whatnot, which is where you do nearly zero, right? So that's not that far away from where I'm camping tonight, but I'm not going to push it, and I don't want to do the logistics, and I don't have a place booked, so I need to figure out if I'm going to do that. If I'm going to do that, I need to basically call in, reserve a hotel for tomorrow night. But yeah, that's today's plan. Pretty modest, and should be pretty fairly easy hike today. So, and nice weather again, which is it feels like I'm spoiled, but I mean I guess I earned it after the first night rainstorm and whatnot. But all the weather has been really good. It's been warming up like, and I've been seeing it in the forecast, so I've been appreciating that. But today seems like it's another beautiful day. When's the next big downpour or rainstorm? Doesn't seem like it's in the forecast yet, but I know it's coming. So, but I'm appreciating it while I'm appreciating the weather while it's still good. So, but yeah, onward. I've just come across what I call unofficial campsite or stealth campsite. So the trail off to the left and then to the right, you can see a log here, which is a nice, picnic spot, but also probably a decent amount of space to put a small tent, although there's a bunch of roots and whatnot. But you could see that let me move it down here. The ground is a bit flattened out here, so you could see there's been someone who's tried to pinch a tent here before. Not the best spot though, because of the roots and whatnot. And bad thing about that is like you might not have a guaranteed water source, so you gotta sort of haul it in from the last point, and also you gotta dig your poop. But the advantage is you're away from everyone. There's no space to pitch any other tent here. But yeah, it's not on the topographic map. I have a topographic map on my phone in the app, and it's not listed on there. I've come across a few more too they don't have, the tent sites don't have names, but on the topographic map there is a little teepee symbol, and you can go there and you can see that there's an obvious fire pit, and then room for multiple tent pads. Yeah, funny thing about the fire pit, I think it's an old school. People think about creating a campfire. I think you do that if you need the warmth, but if you're through hiking, generally you don't. It takes a lot of work to gather up all the stuff and keep it alive, and there's no need for cooking your food because you got your little canister stoves. But I think back in the day, when you brought your bacon and all that stuff, you would need a fire to cook it. But not so these days. So I think it's a little nostalgic remnant from the past. But there's plenty of these little fire rings. I actually tented next to one near the shelter last night, but no one used the fire. It's just too much work. Now about 0.4 miles. Oh, sorry if I was my audio wasn't all muted there. It probably was. But yeah, I'm 0.4 miles from the shelter. Today's gonna be, oh, my gimbal's all crazy here. Today's gonna be a pretty low-key day. I'm just gonna rest here, and it's not even noon. I'm gonna get a lot of rest. And then tomorrow, I did book a hotel down in the town of Helen, so maybe go down there early enough to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That'd be sweet. And then just one night there, so heading out the next day. But yeah, that's the plan.